the sundown. We on the chase to the sun up. What's up? Leading the line when we run up. Chasing, chasing, chasing. No time to be wasted.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce WinTech.tv, folks. You heard it right. WinTech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry.
Looking great as usual. Your hair looks good. She always asks, how's my hair look? Oh, we lie to her every week. We lie every week. It looks good, Marianne.
Thank you.
It really does. Well, we are here in Central Texas. It's the third night of the Advanced Auto Parts Summer Showdown Series. And, man, the first 2 weeks have been great. We have featured a couple of different classes each night, and tonight it will be the modifieds and the sport compacts.
Yes, it's exciting. What's really exciting is that we're going to get down to the final, who is the Summer Showdown Series champions.
Oh, yeah, there's some contingency money that's going to come into play. The top three in each class are going to win extra money on top of the purse that they would normally get for winning.
And a beautiful trophy.
And a beautiful trophy. Man, I hauled up a whole bunch of trophies
yes,
this
afternoon.
Did.
Thank you.
I felt like a winner today, and then I had to give them away.
We appreciate you.
But first place in the overall points over the 3 nights is going to get $200. Second place is going to get $175, and third place, I think, is $50.
I think so.
Something like that. But only the top three.
Those are just bonuses.
Yeah, those are just bonuses on top of the other money. Now, we'll tell you more about what the modifieds and the sport compacts are racing for tonight. But in the general process of racing, over the past couple of months, we have asked race promoters, tracks have asked for rain. Oh, please let it rain. Oh, please let it rain. Well, guess what?
We got
it rained, and now they're canceled for tonight.
Yes, and we had rain too. We just were blessed. It was, enough time to dry everything out and, get the track prepped. And
I mean, that's the hard thing about it. Yeah, we need rain.
We do.
But we only need it like Sunday through Wednesday.
Right.
And then no rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday. But no, I mean, certainly in South and Central Texas.
Definitely.
San Antonio, where I live, is 15, 16 inches behind on the year. Central Texas got to be pretty close to the same thing. But you were fortunate enough to get rain this week that helps H out with the track. But, unfortunately, some of those cars that would be racing at I-37 or South Texas Race Ranch, maybe we can get them up here and have a few come in the back door and put up some good competition.
Right, exactly. That's the good
But
part.
as a promoter, you never like to see your track closed.
Never.
No.
I don't,
Even
I
if
don't
it's much needed rain,
Yes,
you don't want to see
I
it
don't
closed.
even like to hear about the ones that did get rained out.
Remember 2 weeks ago when we were sitting here doing this very show and it started raining
Yes.
right over our shoulder?
Exactly.
Luckily, it only rained for about 2 minutes and just enough to make it damp out there.
That's
But
right.
no,
right.
really, in Central Texas and South Texas, it's really tough. I mean, Mother Nature's going to do what she wants, when she wants. So it's beneficial, and then it can be detrimental as well to a track promoter who's trying to run a race. Now, you did give me some updated information because I was following this last night on Facebook. Chris Morris, one of our top drivers here, he was at Heart of Texas Speedway up at Waco last night, blew an engine, and I saw them put the post out either last night or this morning. Hey, is there anybody coming this way
From
who's got an
Abilene.
engine? Tell us about that.
Yeah, I saw it on Facebook too. It was anyone coming from Abilene can help us pick up a motor, and I just shared it so that if somebody did see it on our Facebook page, and I don't know who brought it, kudos to whoever brought it, but they got it in and they're en route to the track right now. They probably have not slept at all. So
this is not going to be the first time that Chris Morris has come in hot to a racetrack
that's right. That's
without
right.
any practice.
I
or prep.
texted you the name of the gentleman that originally got Chris into the dirt track racing after his motorcycle accident.
Right.
And he's here tonight, which
good.
is exciting for Chris.
Yeah, most
have him here.
definitely. But Chris has a great team, and I'm glad somebody was able to step up and get that in here.
Yes.
I want to throw out a shout-out to Kevin Najek, who's a little under the
Yes,
weather
he
tonight.
is. Get well, Kevin.
Yeah, Kevin, we hate to see Black Gold number 7 not on the racetrack with us tonight.
Yes.
And,
And
Rob's
our scorekeeper, Damra, she's out sick too.
Dammer's
so
out. Rob Sanderson, another race car driver in the 141. He's taking care of some family issues. He could have been here tonight, but family matters
first.
first, so
That's
he
right.
had to take
That's right.
care of that. So
That's right.
now we're in for an exciting night of racing here. As regular points, summer showdown series. There's a lot going on. There's some extra giveaways.
Yes.
We're going to be throwing a ball or a frisbee. Did we ever decide what we're going to do?
We actually ended up doing the balls.
Okay.
And the officials will be on this side of the fence.
Okay.
And they will be tossing the ball in front of the
those-
race car driver
those
that has
balls
autographed
didn't
it.
go very far.
No, but you know what? One of the people that got one of the balls won last week.
Right.
So they got free passes
Yes,
to
so
this race,
out
and
of
we'll
all
have the
those-
same thing.
Out of all those balls that we threw up last week, one person did win, and so they got the free admission for tonight, so we'll do it again. Always a lot of fun here at Cotton Bowl Speedway, so we're going to have fun with it tonight. We're going to take a quick break. We'll come back with a special interview. It's real estate night at the races.
Yes.
I haven't seen this many real estate agents since about this time last year. If
The
you-
who's who of Bastrop is here tonight, right?
Yeah, the who's who of Bastrop. The lifestyles of the rich and famous
That's
are
it.
in the building
Right
here
here.
tonight.
Right here.
So we'll see who can step up and sell the most houses. But we will be right back on the Day Motorsports pre-race show here at Cotton Bowl Speedway right after this.
Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce WinTech.tv, folks. You heard it right. WinTech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry. We're excited to be launching at $79.99 a year, folks. That's less than 22 cents a day. Can't get much cheaper than that. Right to your phone, all the tech information you need. Get it now, WinTech.tv. Lots of information will be loaded on the website. Every week we have a new tech tip be out there. There'll be manufacturer discounts for products and things to help your race program. So for less than 22 cents a day, folks, WinTech.tv is your source.
"2021. What a year. It was a year full of new things. New tracks, bigger broadcasts, and more in-depth coverage. We were grateful to be able to have given back $150,000 to local racetracks. And we got no plans of stopping now. 2022 is going to bring our biggest schedule ever. Bigger races, more cameras, and more local racing. You're not going to want to miss this. We are ready to bring you the biggest racing season ever. Only at RaceOnTexas.com.
Look, taking what you don't follow. We need it now, not tomorrow. Don't care what they say, not changing the pace. Working too hard.
of the Summer Showdown Series. It's been a great first 2 weeks of the Showdown Series, where I think we've only had one driver repeat as a winner, and we'll go over that here in just a couple of moments. But as we mentioned before the break, the Looney Bin has been let loose at Cotton Bowl Speedway. The also known as Real Estate Night at the Races. We got 100 or more real estate agents here, and Lynn Shirk is the head person. She's with JTL Appraisals, and you kind of put this thing together last year where we had 100 or so, and now we're doing it again.
This is actually our third one.
This is crazy.
Dang, right?
What else? Nothing else to do in Bastrop on a Saturday night? No,
you know, I love the races, so
sure.
anything I can do to promote my business at the races and to have other people enjoy this and just love this speedway and love the whole concept of racing, I'm going to share it.
Well, after we did it last year, I mean, like we said, it was really, really crowded last year. And what was the buzz after that? And did other people who didn't come, did they find out about it and say, hey, how do I get on that list?
Yeah, they did. Yeah. There's, you know, it's growing every year because it's becoming more and more popular, and people are finding out how fun the races are. And what a great night this is. And it's a total free event for everyone that I invite. I invite all the realtors. I invite chamber members. I invite my car club. I'm part of Bastrop Area Cruisers, Go Cruisers. And so, you know, I'm just going to invite anyone who I know will love racing and will start being a part of this.
Yeah, it's certainly, and there's probably a bunch of people that you invited that said there's a racetrack.
Right?
Yeah.
Right?
They didn't know about it, did they?
I know, and that just breaks my heart because people need to know about this. I mean, Marianne works so hard.
True.
Yeah, I love her to pieces, and I just want her to succeed.
I think we found a new track promoter, Marianne.
Right?
But no, we've got to.
I'll work for free.
I heard that. It's live and on tape. We got it. But tell us just a little bit about how you got excited about racing. I know your dad was into that.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, I was born and raised on a racetrack. My father was racing dragsters. Right. So I grew up on a racetrack, on a straight track. And then he went into vintage race cars, and it's just something that it has been near and dear to me my whole life. It's been always a family affair. My brothers, my mom, and I would always be at the racetrack, and it was something my dad just did for fun. It was never professional, and he just did it for fun, and it's been 3 years now since we've lost him. So I do this to honor him because I loved him.
That is fantastic. I mean, what a better way to honor a parent than something that they were actually involved in as well, racing, whether it's drag strips or roundy round. It's all a racing family.
Absolutely.
Car club, like you said, that you're involved with. So very excited to see all the real estate agents that are here tonight and see if I can find one that's maybe single and a millionaire. And
yeah, you know, there might be a few. I don't know.
Maybe introduce
myself. We're going to have to look a little closer. Let's ask Mark.
Let's make sure it's a woman, though.
Oh, okay.
Let's put that on the record right now.
I didn't know who was looking.
It's 2022, but you know.
Sorry, Bill.
But no, we'll have a good time with it tonight. But we want to thank all the real estate agents for coming out tonight, and those that are here for the first time. You're certainly going to enjoy yourself, and certainly thank you for putting this on. And you got a nice little spread for everybody up here. The shrimp cocktail. And the fish
thank you to Raymond and Nate at 602 on Main in downtown Bastrop. We love them very much. And Raymond, this is his second year catering for us. And Bastrop Cookie Company made cookies for us. They're all little race cars. So I hope everyone takes one home with them that are here. And who else am I thanking? I don't know. JTL Appraisals.
Who?
JTL Appraisals, right here. JTL Appraisals.
JTL Appraisals. Well,
we're in Bastrop, and we appraise all over the Central Texas area.
Well, thank you for doing that, and we're going to take a quick break as we're running up on showtime here. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Thanks.
Welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Hey, welcome back to the Day Show, brought to you by Day Motorsports. We're out here at Cotton Bowl Speedway, Central Texas. It's a beautiful night. No rain in the forecast. Check the radar earlier. We had a little shower skirt around the side. We didn't get any of it here at the racetrack. Mary Ann talked about a little bit hitting during the week, but unfortunately some of the racetracks in South and Central Texas got rained out, and hopefully we were able to gain a couple of those cars to come on up here and take part in night number 3 of the Advanced Auto Parts Summer Showdown Series. Tonight's featured classes are the Modifieds, racing for $750 to win and $75 to start the race. And then the Sport Compacts have their purse increased up to $350 to win, also $75 to start. And then all the other classes will be racing for their regular purses. Now, looking at how the first couple of nights have gone, night number 1 and 2, the Sport Compacts, Cody Crabb is the only person that's won both nights of the Summer Showdown Series. Daniel Lewis and Michael Burris each finished second, and Dash Dashno and John DeWitt both finished third. In the street stocks, G.W. Egbert IV, he got night number 1 win. Tommy Gurrell got night number 2. Dwayne Toyin and Wade White finished second, and Tommy Gurrell and Robert Danielson finished in third. In the factory stocks, Tim Homeyer and Johnny Torres each took a win on separate nights, night 1 and 2. Casey Kraus, Tim Homeyer finished up in second, night 1 and 2. And Rusty Head and Jeff Blackwood finished in third on night 1 and 2. In the stock cars, Garrett Higgins and Trevor Egbert are the first 2 winners in the stock cars. Jason Batt and Dustin Mooney finished up in second on night 1 and 2. Marcus Hartcrow and Jason Batt finished third on night 1 and 2. Sport Mods, Don Painter, Joseph Ponton Jr. grabbing the win last week, night 1 and 2. G.W. Egbert IV, he took second in the Sport Mods on both of the first 2 nights. Heath Stewart took third place night 1. Robert Stewart took third place night number 2. In the Modifieds, Garrett Gregory and Chris Morris. Morris going to be coming in late tonight. They got the wins on the first 2 nights. Dylan Tyndall and Austin Keel took second, night 1 and 2. Chris Morris got third, night 1, and Stephen Whitaker Jr. takes the third place finish, night number 2. So we're going to find out if we have any repeat winners here tonight. We're going to find out who's going to take the overall cash for the top point getter in the Summer Showdown Series. We want to thank all the sponsors of Advanced Auto Parts for putting this on, and many other sponsors, Man Racing Promotions, and many others that jump on board. We'll mention those during the show tonight. Also, we'll put up the email later on. We always like to find out where people are watching from. Race location at yahoo.com. We'll get that out to you. But it's going to be a great night of racing. Very exciting. See who comes out on top and gets the top money envelope for the Modifieds and the Sport Compacts. Those are featured classes. $750 for the Modifieds to win tonight, $350 for the Sport Compacts. We're going to go ahead and knock it off right now. As you can see behind me, it's a beautiful sunlit night out there. Clouds in the sky, but it's beautiful over Cotton Bowl Speedway. We're going to go out and do opening ceremonies, get things knocked up and ready to go, and then we'll go racing live here on Race on Texas. It's the pre-race show brought to you by Day Motorsports. We'll see you back here in just a few minutes. We're going to go live racing.
Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce WinTech.tv, folks. You heard it right. WinTech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry. We're excited to be launching at $79.99 a year, folks. That's less than 22 cents a day. Can't get much cheaper than that. Right to your phone, all the tech information you need. Get it now, wintech.tv. Lots of information will be loaded on the website. Every week we have a new tech tip be out there. There'll be manufacturer discounts for products and things to help your race program. So for less than 22 cents a day, folks, wintech.tv is your source.
"2021. What a year. It was a year full of new things, new tracks, bigger broadcasts, and more in-depth coverage. We were grateful to be able to have given back $150,000 to local racetracks, and we got no plans of stopping now. 2022 is going to bring our biggest schedule ever. Bigger races, more cameras, and more local racing. You're not going to want to miss this. We are ready to bring you the biggest racing season ever, only at raceontexas.com.
Look, taking the lead, we don't follow. We need it now, not tomorrow. Don't care what they say, not changing the pace. Working too hard to be last in the race. So much time in the day, and it ain't none to waste. Working this hard to be one of the greats. Whatever it takes, put that on the plate. Life is a gamble, we raising the stakes. Hard work pays off, that's perfect timing. Changing the world with this rhyming is priceless. We got the nicest by putting the time in. Can't be the greatest, you're not even trying. What now? We on the chase to the sundown. We on the chase to the sun up. What's up? Leading the line when we run up. Chasing, chasing, chasing. No time to be wasted.
Welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce wintech.tv, folks. You heard it right. Wintech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry. We're excited to be launching at $79.99 a year, folks. That's less than 22 cents a day. Can't get much cheaper than that. Right to your phone, all the tech information you need. Get it now, wintech.tv. Lots of information will be loaded on the website. Every week we have a new tech tip be out there. There'll be manufacturer discounts for products and things to help your race program. So for less than 22 cents a day, folks, wintech.tv is your source.
"2021. What a year. It was a year full of new things, new tracks, bigger broadcasts, and more in-depth coverage. We were grateful to be able to have given back $150,000 to local racetracks, and we got no plans of stopping now. 2022 is going to bring our biggest schedule ever. Bigger races, more cameras, and more local racing. You're not going to want to miss this. We are ready to bring you the biggest racing season ever, only at raceontexas.com.
Taking the lead, we don't follow. We need it now, not tomorrow. Don't care what they say, not changing the pace. Working too hard to be last in the race. So much time in the day, and it ain't none to waste. Working this hard to be one of the greats. Whatever it takes, put that on the plate. Life is a gamble, we raising the stakes. Hard work pays off, that's perfect timing. Changing the world with this rhyming is priceless. We got the nicest by putting the time in. Can't be the greatest, you're not even trying. What now? We on the chase to the sundown. We on the chase to the sun up. What's up? Leading the line when we run up. Chasing, chasing, chasing. No time to be wasted.
Welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce WinTech.tv, folks. You heard it right. WinTech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry. We're excited to be launching at $79.99 a year, folks. That's less than 22 cents a day. Can't get much cheaper than that. Right to your phone, all the tech information you need. Get it now, WinTech.tv. Lots of information will be loaded on the website. Every week we have a new tech tip be out there. There'll be manufacturer discounts for products and things to help your race program. So for less than 22 cents a day, folks, WinTech.tv is your source.
(2021). What a year. It was a year full of new things, new tracks, bigger broadcasts, and more in-depth coverage. We were grateful to be able to have given back $150,000 to local racetracks, and we got no plans of stopping now. 2022 is going to bring our biggest schedule ever. Bigger races, more cameras, and more local racing. You're not going to want to miss this. We are ready to bring you the biggest racing season ever, only at raceontexas.com.
Taking the lead, we don't don't follow. We need it now, not tomorrow. Don't care what they say, not changing the pace. Working too hard to be last in the race. So much time in the day, and it ain't none to waste. Working this hard to be one of the greats. Whatever it takes, put that on the plate. Life is a gamble, we raising the stakes. Hard work pays off, that's perfect timing. Changing the world with this rhyming is priceless. We got the nicest by putting the time in. Can't be the greatest, you're not even trying. What now? We on the chase to the sundown. We on the chase to the sun up. What's up? Leading the line when we run up. Chasing, chasing, chasing. No time to be wasted.
It's all about you all the time.
Welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry. We're excited to be launching at $79.99 a year, folks. That's less than 22 cents a day. Can't get much cheaper than that. Right to your phone, all the tech information you need. Get it now, wintech.tv. Lots of information will be loaded on the website. Every week we have a new tech tip be out there. There'll be manufacturer discounts for products and things to help your race program. So for less than 22 cents a day, folks, wintech.tv is your source.
(2021). What a year. It was a year full of new things, new tracks, bigger broadcasts, and more in-depth coverage. We were grateful to be able to have given back $150,000 to local racetracks, and we got no plans of stopping now. 2022 is going to bring our biggest schedule ever. Bigger races, more cameras, and more local racing. You're not going to want to miss this. We are ready to bring you the biggest racing season ever. Only at raceontexas.com.
We'll just have a grand old time. Stop at the souvenir stand. Only, and
welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce WinTech.tv, folks. You heard it right.
Street stock starting to line up on the back straightaway as we prepare for our opening ceremony here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Good group of cars back in the pit area tonight on our third night of our Summer Showdown Series presented by Advanced Auto Parts. And it's been a great first two-night session over the past month, and tonight is night number 3. And some contingency money is being put in on that as well, so it's going to be very, very exciting to see who pockets some extra money here in the Summer Showdown Series. At this time, you see Old Glory, the flag of the United States, coming out. If you would, please rise to your feet as we present the colors of our great country. We're so privileged to live in this great country that we have, this beautiful sky, this beautiful crowd, this beautiful state. We thank God that we have the freedoms to come out and enjoy the sporting event that we all love to participate in. And we thank you for the patriotism of our drivers and our fans and our sponsors for making it possible here at the racetrack. As the cars come to a stop, how about a round of applause for these drivers carrying our United States colors? Now, if you would bow your heads and join me in a moment of silence and our opening prayer. Our kind and gracious Heavenly Father, we thank you for the opportunity to come out and gather as a racing family. We thank you for the opportunity here in Central and South Texas to join together and watch a sport that we love. We thank you for all the racers and their crew members and their sponsors. We thank you for our fans that make this possible. Thank you for giving us perfect weather tonight here in Central Texas and for the cooling temperatures. We ask that you lay your hand over the track tonight. Lead, guide, and protect the drivers that are participating this evening. Also be with those drivers that are under the weather tonight and not able to join us at the racetrack, and be with those that are traveling to other events. We also ask that you be with our armed forces men and women still spread across the globe. Also be with our fellow Americans that are being devastated by those terrible floods over in the southeast. Loss of life, loss of property. We thank you as you reach out and give tenderness to those families in their time of grieving. And finally, we ask that you still continue to be with our first responders, our doctors, our nurses, our EMTs, our fire, our rescue, our police officers as they still man the front line. In your name we pray. Amen. Presenting our national anthem this evening is going to be 9-year-old Layla Gardner, a 5th grader at Elm Grove Elementary in Buda, Texas.
Oh, say, Can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Layla Gardner, 9 years old, 5th grade, doing a fantastic job. That's just great. How many of y'all could do that when you were 9 years old? Yeah, that's what I thought. That's for sure. I'm not crying, you're crying. Yeah. All right, we're going to get these cars out of here, then we're going to throw some balls up into the grandstands. So remember now, when the officials throw the balls up in the grandstands, you want to catch it, because if you see the name and car number and class on there, you're going to be wanting to root for them, because if they win tonight and their main event, you get 2 free tickets to the next races in 2 weeks. Also, one of these balls might even have $50 attached to it. I don't know. Okay, we got all the cars off the track. All right. All right, officials. On the count of 3, you're going to launch those balls far, short, medium. Everybody, you're going to want to try to catch it. No fighting, batting, scratching. 1, 2, 3, throw. All right. And somebody down there towards turn 1 may have gotten a ball. Got $50 courtesy of WD Electric. All right, so hold on to your ball. Check your balls.
All right, welcome out to Cotton Bowl Speedway as we are ready to kick it into gear for another night of racing action on the racetrack. And here's who's scheduled in the first heat race. Street Stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. 05 Daniel Gaudette, 3D Darrell Rhodes, 87 Robert Danielson, 48 Dwayne Toyin, 717 GW Egbert, 777 James Honish, and 31J Jeff Hendricks. All right, so everybody's trying to figure out where they're going already. H is losing hair already early in the race. We haven't even started the first heat race yet. Lights are out. We're ready to kick it into gear. Here we go. Green flag, green light. Night number 3 of the Advanced Auto Parts Summer Showdown Series. Off and running, Darrell Rhodes, who put that $50 bill on his red ball that was thrown up in there. He jumps out to the initial lead. Here comes Robert Danielson moving up into second. 777 Honish, 717 GW Egbert. Egbert in the station wagon looking car, and Honish lined right up behind him in the 3 lucky 7s there. The 05 of Daniel Gaudette supposed to start on the pole, but he backed off. Now he's kind of coasting down the back straightaway. 31J Jeff Hendricks and 48 Dwayne Toyin not having a good start to the night as they trailed drastically early in this heat race. Darrell Rhodes, who's missed the last couple of races in the Summer Showdown Series, he got a rock through his radiator a couple of weeks ago and wasn't able to repair it. James Honish up in turn number 2. Honish spinning to the top of turn 2, but we go yellow, yellow on the track. Solo spin by the 777 of James Honish. Tough break for him right here at the beginning of the race. Like I was saying, Darrell Rhodes on the first night of the Summer Showdown Series got a rock inside of his radiator, put a pretty good hole in it, and then wasn't able to get it fixed back in time for our races 2 weeks ago. But he did make the final race here tonight, and he's putting the pedal to the metal and grabbed the initial lead. Darrell Rhodes in the 3D. Out of DayZeta, Texas, over in East Texas. Going to turn the lights off down the back straightaway as Robert Danielson, your points leader, in the 87, sets right up with him. GW Egbert stays right there with him in that wagon-looking street stock. Man, he got that radiator fixed up nice and good because he is the man to be dealt with tonight. It's like he's never missed a race. Rhodes jumping out quickly, pulls away from Robert Danielson, your points leader here at the racetrack so far in the 2022 race season. Daniel Gaudette trying to move up on Egbert. Smoke, it looked like, coming out from the Gaudette car. Got to keep an eye on that as the race progresses. Looks to be a little heavy down the back straightaway. Not too bad. Dwayne Toyin can definitely see it because it's going right in his windshield. Darrell Rhodes not going to be handled tonight as he right now dominating this heat race, not even thinking about it. Got a good 10-car length lead over Robert Danielson and the 717 of GW Egbert. Back a distant third. He is on cruise control, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, watch out, GW Egbert. Oh, no, 717 Egbert goes down. That may be a flat right tire. Kind of leaning that way a little bit. As it came out of turn 2, he started coasting early. Daryl Rhodes not encumbered by that one, though. Robert Danielson stays a steady second. That's going to help Dwayne Toyin move up to third. Gaudette's going to finish in fourth with 1 lap to go. Daryl Rhodes with the win. Robert Danielson in second. Dwayne Toyin finishing up in third. All right, let's set them up now for heat race number 2, the street stocks presented by Advanced Auto Parts. 7 cars scheduled in the heat race. Scheduled on the pole, 73, Lincoln Morris, and 58, Matt Hodge. Second row inside, 39, Chase Ellison. And outside row 2, 64L Shane Lander, who I just heard is not going to make it to the race. 52, A.J. Dancer, number 9, Tommy Gurrell, and number 1, Dale Caswell will round out this group. So 64L Shane Lander, supposed to start outside row number 2, not going to make it. Here we go, picking up speed, green flag, green light. We are off and running. 73 right from the pole, Lincoln Morris trying to muscle his way up front. Here comes the dark over white, number 9, Tommy Gurrell. Gurrell going to give it a good run in the 9 street stock, coming down the front straightaway, first time by. Lincoln Morris with the lead, Gurrell. Chase Ellison doing a great job in the white 39. Watch out for A.J. Dancer in the orange 52. Matt Hodge in the 58. Dale Caswell way back there in the yellow number 1, not faring well early in the heat race. Tommy Gurrell grabs the lead away from Lincoln Morris, who goes up high on turn 2. That cost him a lot of ground as Chase Ellison was able to get by him as well. So that pushes your leader, Lincoln Morris, from first all the way back to third, back up in turn number 2. Tommy Gurrell, veteran driver, knows the track, used to being out front, and he is right now, being chased by Chase Ellison. 2 white cars up front. Here come the dark cars behind him. A.J. Dancer in the orange 52. Original race leader and pole sitter Lincoln Morris. Still taking that high line up in turn 2. Oh, it's going to cost him. Oh, he stays in fourth. Man, he gets way high up there in turn 2, and that's cost him a couple of times. He might not want to do that no more. Gurrell, he's got the lead, but he's still going to be in a battle as Chase Ellison sneaking up on him, coming out of turn 4, trying to close that gap. Never count out A.J. Dancer. AJ went on a nice trip, went all the way up to Alaska to race. What a wonderful time following him on Facebook. Wonderful pictures that him and his wife took, and what a fantastic experience that was. Now he's back here in Central Texas. He's battling for the lead down the front straightaway. Dancer's going to go to the high side on Gurrell. Gurrell holds it low. He's got the power and the inside move. Stays steady on the pedal. Keeps that line low around the tires. Making AJ Dancer go high, and it just didn't work out for AJ. Ran about maybe one lap too short. Tommy Gurrell takes the win. AJ Dancer in second. All right. Factory stocks getting ready to come up next. We got 23 of them tonight. We got 3 big heat races. Factory stocks coming out 27T Curtis Twardesky, T14 Taylor Stewart on the front row. Scheduled second row inside 17 Don Cron, 29K Dylan Kowalik. Third row inside 12 Adam Hall, 28R Rowdy Chenard. Fourth row inside, 7 Jared Moppin and 9X Rodney Twardesky. Three heat races, 23 cars strong tonight here at Cotton Bowl Speedway for the Side Piece Packing Company factory stocks. I don't get to say the name very often, but when I do, it's fun. Curtis Twardesky. Twardesky out of Huntsville, Texas. Taylor Stewart in the T14. Lights are out. Here we go. Picking up speed. Here come the factory stocks. Heat race number 1 headed your way. Let's see how it shakes out coming out of turn 1 and 2. Taylor Stewart jumps out there quickly. She gets in front of all the boys trying to set the pace right now. Twardesky backing off. Here comes Don Cron in the 17. Dylan Kowalik along the outside wall, down the front straightaway, up into the turns. Kowalik going high. Oh, you don't want to do that. That is not a good place tonight. I hope the drivers are being told you don't want to go high on turn 2 because you're going to get loose. And when you get loose, you're going to give up spots. Look at Taylor Stewart leading the way right now. She's got a good pace out there. Young teenage driver down the back straightaway, setting the pace. Curtis Twardesky in second, Don Cron third. Adam Hall moves up into fourth in the blue car. Here comes the 9X of Rodney Twardesky. Taylor Stewart doing a great job. Still leading the boys coming out of turn 4. Down the front straightaway. Twardesky trying to get that nose back up under her. He started on the pole, gave it up to her coming out of turn 2. Now trying to regain that coveted first place spot in the heat race. Stewart, a little extra power down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Doesn't want to give up too much of the line to Twardesky. Twardesky's got the power down the front. They're door to door, but Stewart holding her own, holding that lead. '17, Don Cron, engine problems potentially. He's got to get off the track, turn it to the infield. Don Cron, engine problems down the back straightaway. Man, you hate to see that. Don Cron, always a strong runner out here at Cotton Bowl Speedway and always does a great job running out here. But, man, we certainly could have benefited from turning to the infield, but he knew what he was doing up there. All right, up in the scoring tower, they're getting everybody 5 laps complete, 3 to go in this second heat race. Heat race number 1 of the side piece packing factory stocks. Here they go on the restart. Taylor Stewart doing a fantastic job in that 14 car. She's been holding the lead all the way around. Now she's going to get pressure on both sides of her car. Got sandwiched in there by a couple of them. Here comes Twardesky. That's Curtis Twardesky in the 27T. He puts the pressure on her coming out of turn 4, and he grabs the lead on that turn. But watch out. Here comes Adam Hall now in that blue-colored car. Hall in the 12 takes the inside line. Taylor Stewart looks strong early in the race. Now backing way off as 4 cars go past her. Here comes Adam Hall in turn 3 and 4. Hall trying to grab the inside line, trying to take the inside on Twardesky. 28R, Rowdy Chenard still in the mix. Chenard pulling right up there behind Adam Hall. Jared Maupin has moved up into the 7. Oh, what a shock. Jared Maupin moving to the front in her race car. And look who's going to win. He led a quarter of a lap. And he takes the win, Jared Maupin in the 7. That Jared Maupin cracks me up. He's from College Station, Texas. Comes out of turn 4 in second place, crosses the finish line in first. Jared freaking Maupin. Curtis Twardesky thought he had a good run there. Adam Hall finished well. Rowdy Chenard. Taylor Stewart ran well early and backed off as multiple cars started passing her on the later in the race. All right, heat race number 2, factory stocks coming up for you. Front row should be 57, Jake Hall, and 4D, Brian Mailer. Row 2, Eric Robbins, 726, 88J, Jeff Blackwood. Row 3, 53K, Casey Krause, and 3G, Donald Kane. And row 4 on the inside, 8-star Tim Homeyer and 99, Alan Alexander. All right, looks like the lineup is complete. Everybody moved forward. Looks like the 57 wanted to drop to the back, so 726 Eric Robbins has moved up into the pole spot. Mailer next to him. Casey Krause will move up a spot in the 53K. Always a strong contender. No matter what racetrack he's at, that young gun, Casey Krause, going to put on a good show in the factory stock 53K. Tim Homeyer, your points leader, never to be outdone no matter where he starts at a racetrack or in the races here. He's going to finish well, start in the middle of the pack in that purple 8-star. Lights are out, picking up speed, coming out of turn 4, green flag, green light, we're off and running. Factory stock, heat race number 2. Race number 2 of 3. Shaking out early, down the back straightaway. Brian Mailer jumps out early, pushes Eric Robbins back to second in the 726. 53K, like I said, Casey Kraus going to move up as quick as he can. They're taking that high line. I'm telling you, stay away from the high side of turn 2 tonight, boys and girls. That is not good for you or the car. Whoa, Kraus gets way up that tail of that car, nearly scrapes the outside wall of turn 3 and 4, and that cost him at least 4 spots going that high. Brian Mailer taking the agricultural route, as my friend Owen Pittman likes to call it. 88J Jeff Blackwood inheriting that lead. Now he's got the ever-present points leader, Tim Holmeyer, barreling down on him down the back straightaway. Holmeyer goes low on turn 3 and 4, setting him up for a pass. Couldn't do it down the front straightaway. He'll look for another opportunity. 99, Alan Alexander has moved up into third. Good to see Alan up here running tonight. Came off the asphalt track several years ago, jumped on the dirt track at I-37 a number of years ago. He's really enjoyed it, and he's doing a great job. Jeff Blackwood moving steady out there in that black over white 88J. Holmeyer not able to make up any ground on him, and Holmeyer better watch out because Alan Alexander starting to creep up on him in the turns and down the straightaways. Casey Kraus, who had a good run early in this race, made that mistake up in turn 2. 4 cars got past him, and he's never been the same since. White flag this time by, 1 lap to go. Jeff Blackwood on cruise control. Never really pressured. Maybe one time Holmeyer got that nose under the left side of it in turn 3, but after that, nothing ever transpired, and Jeff Blackwood going to come home with a good heat race win. Blackwood, Holmeyer, and Alan Alexander finishing 1, 2, 3. Jeff Blackwood out of Waco, Texas, brings home the heat win. All right. Factory stocks presented by Side Piece Backing Company. Heat race number 3 getting ready to come out. 59, Jason Oltman out there on the track with 780. James Stansfield. Row 2, 43, Stacy Robinette. 58, Storm and Steve Sims. Row 3 on the inside, 55R, Rusty Head. 94, Alan Torres. And B4 should be back by himself, Billy Rajetsky, the third. I don't see the B4 out there, so it looks like we're missing one car. All right, so it looks like we have the cars out there that are ready to compete in this third heat race of the factory stocks. Sport Compacts are on deck. They'll be coming out here on the track in just a moment after this 8-lap heat race for the factory stocks. 6 of 7 cars able to make it out on the track. Only one missing is the B4 Rosetsky. Got some good cars in this one. Alan Torres, Steve Sims, Stacy Robinette, Rusty Head. Here we go, off and running. Heat number 3 for the factory stocks. Let's see if anything shakes out first time down the back straightaway. Nothing so far. Steve Sims going to try to lead it the first time by coming out of turn 4. Sims in a dogfight right now. 780 James Stansfield staying right there with him. Watch out though. Here comes the tall and lean, well it used to be lean, Alan Torres in the 94. Rusty Head in the red 55R starting to come around as well. Solid 4th, looking to make a move. I remember when Alan Torres first got into racing many, many years ago. He was as thin as a pencil. Not anymore. Of course, we've all changed in 20 plus years. Steve Sims, man, he is doing a great job out there. He had a family reunion a couple of weeks ago, right after our races finished here 2 weeks ago. He left the next morning for Branson, Missouri, and had a good family reunion with about 40 family members up there. Looked like they had a good time. They had good weather. Right now, he's having a good time leading this race down the front straight. Oh, watch out! Contact as Alan Torres gets ripped apart again. And we got 2 cars at a standstill on the front straightaway. Man, I tell you what, Alan Torres has absolutely no luck the past month or so up here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Last race, he raced with half of his car up in the air. Now this time he loses half of his car on the front straightaway. Man, that is crazy. All right, well, we have a little break in the action. It is time for those of you at home or even in the grandstands. You can start sending me an email. If you're watching on the stream right now, you see the address, racelocation@yahoo.com. If you've done it before, you know how it works. Send me an email, racelocation@yahoo.com. Tell me where you're watching from, who's watching with you, and if you're cheering for somebody. You can do it from the grandstands. You can do it from the VIP booth. You can do it from Timbuktu or Krusty Nuts, Arizona we had one time. I don't care. Send me an email, racelocation@yahoo.com. We'll start putting it out, and when we have some opportunities, we'll start throwing some shout-outs there from the emails we get. I've had emails over the years from, over the past couple of years. I started doing it about midway through last year. Had one from Japan. Earlier this year, we had Monty Chamberlain watching from Budapest, Hungary. All right, let's get back into it. Now, Steve Sims, Rusty Head, they're still out there on the track with Jason Altman, so they're guaranteed to finish first, second, or third. Alan Torres had to leave the track, as did James Stansfield after the contact out there. Halfway point this time by. Steve Sims right now on cruise control. Heat race number 3 of the side piece pack and factory stocks here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Sport compacts will be next, and then they'll be followed by the IMCA stock cars, IMCA sport mods, and IMCA modifieds. We'll have a brief little intermission, and then we'll have our main events in the exact same order as our heat races. Pretty simple. It's easy for me and H to remember if we just do it the same way every time. That was the white flag that time by. Nathan Lavender up there decided not to be in a bowling tournament this week and is actually manning the flag stand with us tonight as Steve Sims is going to come around out of turn 4 and bring home the checkered flag win in the heat race. Little piece of information, you see Nathan Lavender up there with that helmet on, and he started doing that last year. But 2 weeks ago at our last race, a piece of debris kicked up in front of him and nailed the side of his helmet. Put a pretty good notch in that helmet. So it was a good thing that he was wearing that helmet for safety, or he might have been in the hospital after that thing hit his head. However, he is hard-headed sometimes. Yeah, I see. I was seeing if you were listening or not. That thing might have bounced off of you whether you had a helmet or not. All right, let's take a look at the Sport Compacts presented by Design Welding. 03G, Gabby King should be on the pole. 41S, Shay Nauman next to her. 18, Michael Burris. 03, Julie Crabb. 42, Bo Bollinger, and the wily veteran 76 wide Donald Lewis. He was telling me earlier this week the reason that his number is 76 on that car is that's how old he is. Surely he's the oldest driver out here. If not, I'd be surprised. But Donald Lewis picked back up racing coming out here to Cotton Bowl Speedway. He's been down to I-37, but good to see Donald out here, 76 years young, inside that 76Y. Lights are out. Beautiful night here in Central Texas, Cotton Bowl Speedway. Here come the Sport Compacts. The first of 2 heat races as they take off. Gabby King down the back straightaway, trying to hold off the early charge of Michael Burris. Gabby King down the front straightaway. She's got the middle groove. Burris is going to go high. You don't want to go too high up in turn 2. Gabby King out of Elgin. Michael Burris from Marion, Texas. Down the front straightaway, he grabs the lead just as they pass the flag stand. I was going home 2 weeks ago down I-10, saw the Burris car trailer in front of me. I sent him a message as I passed him and waved. He waved back. Burris jumps out and he is checking out. Gabby King, who had the initial lead, now backing off. She goes from first to third and now being challenged. Donald Lewis trying to sneak up behind Gabby King. The 03 of Julie Crabb able to get by Gabby up into second. Watch out the bottom of 2, Gabby King. Gabby King with the solo spin up in turn 2 brings out the yellow. Later on during the street stock main event, WD Electric has put in a $100 bonus, and it's going to be drawn from the cars that finish between 5th and last. So right before the cars go out, they'll draw a number out in the pits. Not going to tell anybody what that number is. And let's say we draw 8th. So whoever finishes in 8th place in that race is going to win whatever they get, plus they get the extra 100 from WD Electric. Picking up speed, Michael Burris pulls that car forward. Hey, it's for sale. You see it right there on the side of the car. You see how good it is. Man, if you want to get into racing, this is the class to do it. Gets you a good feel for the straps, the fire suit, the helmet, racing close to other cars, down the front, into the turns. And you see that's a fast car. You might want to hit up Michael Burris, see what he's asking for that, because you know you got a pretty fast car right from the very beginning. Burris checking out down the back straightaway. Now opens up a large gap between himself and the 3 remaining cars out there. 2 laps to go, this time by the flag stand. IMCA stock cars are up next. Just another good run by Michael Burris in that 18 Sport Compact presented by Design Welding. And here comes a double checkered flag. Nathan Lavender throws it up in the air. Michael Burris grabs the win. He'll take it back there in the back. 42, Bo Bollinger having a good 2022 season. He'll finish up in second. Let's take a look at the email basket real quick. Oh, look who's jumping in from Central Maine. Phil Whipple checking in, a balmy 65 degrees in Central Maine. Man, I am just about jealous right there. Phil, thank you for everything you do for racing, and thanks for checking in by email. And he says, go Steve Sims. Carly Birmingham watching her dad, the C3. Chris Birmingham from college up in Athens, Texas. Go, Dad, go. Carly, I'm sure he'll do just fine. All right, up next, Sport Compact Heat Race number 2. 33K, Caleb Pouncey, 17, Stephen Cooper. Row 2, 12.5, John DeWitt, 13, Dash Dashnaw. Row 3, the 00, inside Cody Crabb, your points leader, and 3X, Devin Ballard. I'm going to send them around one more time. Let's do one more email. Hello to Lauren in the grandstands with Rodney, Susie, and Jeff sitting in Section I, Row 3. Cheering on the 17 Sport Compact, Stephen Cooper's Little Scoops. Lauren Braswell with Rodney, Susie, and Jeff cheering on the 17. Stephen Cooper. All right, well, it's time to cheer him on because he's out there on the track right now. Here we go. Lights are out around the track. Caleb Pouncey leads him carefully down the back straightaway. Stephen Cooper. The Braswell clan ready to cheer him on. He's on the outside of row 1. Picking up speed at the pink tire in turn 4. Caleb Pouncey sets the pace. There's the green flag and green light. We're off and running. Heat race number 2 of the Sport Compacts. We got IMCA stock cars on deck. Here they come around. H is trying to slow down this show tonight. We're telling him, no, don't do that. Dashnall had the lead for a second, but here comes the Apple Red 00 Cody Crabb. He's your points leader so far in the 2022 race season. Doing a great job in that 00. Dashnall had nothing for him. 12.5, John DeWitt lines up in third. Cody Crabb leading him down. John DeWitt's moved up into second, got by Dashnall. DeWitt likes that outside line, and Dashnall staying with him on the inside. Not sure I would call that green. Emerald? I'm not sure what that is. It's not anything I would buy a color of. Well, maybe a golf shirt. Yeah, I would probably do that. All right, Cody Crabb. Coming around turn 4, John DeWitt holding second, Dashnall third. Really no change there as Caleb Pouncey brings up the rear with the 17 of Stephen Cooper. All right, that's the halfway point. That time by the flag stand. Nathan Lavender keeping an eye on. White flag this time by as Cody Crabb leads him one more time around the track here. Stock cars and sport mods and modifieds will wrap up our heat races for the night. Right now, though, we're going to wrap up this Design Welding Sport Compact heat race with a win by Cody Crabb. John DeWitt finishing up in second, and Dashnall in third. Hey, here's another email, and somebody else has had a long day. The Darity family is watching from home after being at the baseball field for 11 hours today. Oh, man. At least it wasn't 107. But Darity family, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the email. And sit back, relax, have a cool beverage, and enjoy the races on Race on Texas. Chris Salazar checking in by email. Shout out to Chris Salazar and my beautiful wife, Lacey Salazar, pulling for a CAS racing team. Cody Crabb, Bo Bollinger, and Julie Crabb. Good luck to the racing family. Thanks, Chris, for cheering them on, and thanks for the email. IMCA stock cars. Coming up next, stock cars, sport mods, and modifieds. Sean Paul Lehman going to lead him around on the pole of the 28. 01T Tracy Scherner next to him. Picking up speed. Here we go. 01 Terry Scherner, 33M Mason Doherty. Row 3 was 704 Nate Robbins, 121 Dustin Mooney, 99 Alan Torres, and 98 Jeff Whitehead. That's a good group of IMCA stock cars out there. Good to see Sean Paul Lehman back out on the racetrack. He does a great job teaching in school. And then spare time, hey, he comes out here on the racetrack when he can. Puts in a lot of time and effort. Lovely wife, Crystal, helping him out as well. A good support base there. Here comes Mason Doherty in the 33M, starting to put on the early challenge. Doherty trying to figure out if he's going to go to the inside or the outside. Sean Paul holding a good line right there with some good power in that IMCA stock car. Dustin Mooney moving up into third into 21 as they rotate around the track one more time as your flag man Nathan Lavender keeps that strong eye on him. So far, so good. Heat race number 1. Halfway point, this time by the flag stand. Good looking single file run down there. Sean Paul Lehman, watch out. Here comes Mason Doherty. He looked around the outside. That's going to cost him, though. He looked to the outside. Dustin Mooney said, "You've made a mistake, my friend. I'm going to the inside." Now they are door to door. Mooney trying to grab the lead. 3 wide down the front straightaway. Into the turn 1. Turn 2, almost 3 wide going in. You got a new race leader, though, as Sean Paul Lehman goes from first to third. Mason Doherty moves up into the lead. Dustin Mooney into second. Man, how Doherty is able to have that lead after making a critical mistake down the back straightaway. Nearly cost him 2 spots, but yet he's out front. Great job by that 33M. White flag, final lap, 1 lap to go. It's a barn burner up front. We got 2 sets of groups here coming around the track. What a great run there by Mason Doherty. He's able to hold on out of turn 3 and 4. He'll come across with a checkered flag finish. Great job, Mason Doherty with the win. Dustin Mooney second, Sean Paul Lehman third. Well, just when you think you've got to pass on the outside for the lead down the back straightaway, then you get pinched up a little bit. You have to back off the gas, nearly go back to third, and then you end up making the pass and win the race. That's Mason Doherty. Nice run. Heat race number 2, IMCA Stock Cars, presented by Browning Auto Parts. 27 pole, Colby Allen. 14T, Joey Scherner. Row 2, 4K, Ken Plonsky. 94A, Allison Morris. Row 3, inside, Chris Birmingham. And the 9 of Jason Batt. Well, we got a car down here in the exit trying to get off the track. See if we can throw out another email real quick. Brenna Bennett. Brenna and Arian are watching from Lavernia, rooting on Chris Morris and Brenda Kirby. Brenna and Arian, thank you for tuning in, and that's a good group of folks to cheer on. Lights are out. Here we go. Heat race number 2. iStocks, rushing at you, green flag, green light. Off and running. Whoa, watch out. Solo spin by your front car. Came right around on their own, gathered up. Luckily, only one car got gathered up in that. Could have been a lot worse. 27, Kobe Allen, just absolutely by himself. 14T, Joey Scherner inherits the lead. Scherner nearly got loose up in turn 2 in the exact same spot. Down the back straightaway, looking pretty good. Joey Scherner with the lead. Jason Batt now moving up to be a playa, a P-L-A-Y-A. Playa. Moving up into second. He's not going to be satisfied there over these remaining laps. He's going to try to pick his way around your leader and grab the coveted first position. Shoots to the inside, goes Jason Batt. Batt goes to the inside, pulls Ken Plonsky with him. Batt gets right up alongside Joey Scherner. Scherner goes high up on turn 3 and 4. That could cost him as Batt comes out of turn 4. He's your new race leader. Batt always does a great job of picking his spots, picking his areas where he's going to make that move. That's exactly what he did there. Scherner shuffled back to second. Chris Birmingham in the fast-moving C3 up to the third. Birmingham trying to move up one additional spot to have a better starting position in the main event. Back right side of the Birmingham car crushed in just a little bit. Doesn't seem to be affecting the handling of the car as he goes by Scherner and moves up one position up into second. Nathan Lavender holds that white flag one more time around the slick surface here at Cotton Bowl Speedway. Hey, there's a good win. Double checkered flag, Jason Batt. No surprise there. Chris Birmingham with a solid second place finish, finishing ahead of Scherner, a distant third. All right, Sport Mods coming up on the back straightaway there. 35, Ray Glaze. Going to be on the pole, 11T, Tom Grothew's next to him. Row 2 inside, 778, Jason Hubert. 777, James Honish next to him. Row 3 inside, 21, Chris Florio. Outside, 717, GW Egbert the fourth. And row 4 inside, 78, Trevor Egbert. Lights are out down the back straightaway. Ray Glaze and Tom Grothews leads them down the back straightaway. They'll come around to that pink tire in turn 4, and that's when the action will start for these fast-moving IMCA Southern Sport Mods presented by USA Wrecker. Here they come, rushing at you. I think we had 4 wide there for just a second, right at the beginning. Getting all jumbled up. Man, that was a crazy start. Now making their way cleanly and smoothly through turn 3 and 4. Tom Grothews is going to jump out to the initial lead. Coming around turn 1 and 2. Grothews, a veteran driver, been driving in South Texas for over 25 years. I remember he was driving on the asphalt when I got my start at San Antonio Speedway, is where I first learned about him. That was back in 1996. 5, 6, something like that. Might have even been before that, the old Shady Oak Speedway days down in Goliad. I think Tom has raced there a few times, so I've been saying the name Tom Grothews for many, many years. Triple 7, James Honish looks like he's moved up into second. Got a good run there. Egbert the fourth. Watch out. Got one along the outside wall. We're yelling at the drivers to stay low, low, low. And that's your race leader, Tom Grothuse. Man, every time he has a good run somewhere, something happens to Tom. He gets a good start, but he just can't get a good finish. Tom Grothuse. Well, looks like Section I is the place to be tonight. Hello to Ryan Hicks, Johnny Hicks, Nicholas Hicks, Billy Hicks, and Aiden LaFoon. Ryan Hicks, her birthday is going to be on Thursday, and Billy Hicks has a birthday on Saturday. So hello to all the Hicks group down there and Aiden LaFoon. Certainly, again, if you're watching on Race on Texas or you're here in the grandstands, we'll just throw the email out real quick, racelocation@yahoo.com. Write it down real fast. Send me a email, racelocation@yahoo.com. Tell me where you're watching from and who all's watching with you. All right, picking back up speed. Honish inherits the lead after Tom Grothuse had to leave the track after leading early in the race. Honish doing a great job, cruising around. He's got Egbert coming up behind him. Got to be careful there. Here comes Trevor Egbert in the 78, always a contender as well. 21, Chris Florio. We got some good drivers in this one. As you can tell, they're all staying a kind of single file in a tight bunch. Right now, Honish has the lead over the 717 of GW the fourth. Two laps to go this time by Honish. Can't be on cruise control right now because he still has Egbert hot on his heels in this heat race. Egbert lined directly up behind him. Only about a car length and a half divides between first and second. Trevor Egbert in the 78 in third, close as well. White flag this time by. James Honish trying to bring home that checkered flag. He's out of Belton, Texas, doing a great job out there on the track. Watch GW. GW goes to the outside. Now he's going to swoop to the inside. Here comes the checkered flag. Who's going to cross first? I knew it, GW. That's a nice heat race win. I had a feeling when I saw GW go high up into turn 3, he was going to cross over and come out of turn 4 on the low side with power. That's exactly what happened. If I'd have written that down, I'd have proof, but I knew that was going to happen. I just knew it. He just floated. Man, he just floated right up there and then fell right in there. That's a veteran driver right there. Heat race number 2 for the Sport Modifieds coming up. Sport Mods presented by USA Record 91 Jack Lewis on the pole. 51 Earl Ingram. H14 Heath Stewart. 14 Rookie Smith. 32 Robert Stewart. 85 Larry Underwood. And 00K Oliver Billingsley. And a big shout out to the Danielson family watching Storm and Steve Sims run away with that heat race earlier tonight. They're watching up in Hutto. And just a note of history here for The car number 51 that's out there on the track right now, Earl Ingram. He's the owner of Ingram Ready Mix, and he is the reason that Chris Morris started racing cars after his motorcycle wreck. So, Chris Morris was racing motorcycles. He had a tragic accident. He's paralyzed, and now he's been racing race cars thanks to Earl Ingram, who's driving the 51 out here. So you see Chris Morris at Heart of Texas. You see him here. You see him at Edna, at Texana Raceway. You see him at I-37. You see him at the Race Ranch in Corpus. Chris Morris, one of the top drivers in the state of Texas and probably in the nation. And we love watching Chris race, and we have Earl Ingram in the 51 to thank for putting Chris Morris in the racing world. Who is that up on the pole? Well, that's Heath Stewart, ready to rock and roll around. I don't see Jack Lewis out there, so Heath moved up a spot. Here we go running. Green flag, green light, off and running and racing. Southern Sport Mods, presented by USA Wrecker. Sometimes that's almost unfair to put Heath Stewart out front. Here comes Earl Ingram and Robert Stewart in the 32. Robert Stewart has had some good runs so far in the 2022 race season. Rookie Smith, another really good driver out there in that green Hornet looking 14, coming right up alongside the 32 of Robert Stewart. The Green Hornet, one of the great TV shows of the 60s. Young kids have no idea what I'm talking about. Here comes Earl Ingram in the white and blue 51, coming up on the outside of Heath Stewart. Touches him just a little bit. No contact to get him out of the way, which is good professional driving right there as Ingram sets himself back up behind Heath Stewart. Rookie Smith moving up. Ingram now going to the outside again, just like last time. Doesn't want to get pinched up along the outside wall. Finds a little extra power, goes along the outside wall, trying to hold that line. Does he have it coming out of turn 2? Yes, he does. He's got the lead. Heath Stewart's like, how'd you do that? I didn't give you a whole lot of room. How'd you do that? Doesn't take a lot of room for these sport mods. Sport mods are like cockroaches. If they can find a spot to work their way in, they can get by. They'll find a way. Earl Ingram doing a great job. Heath Stewart, though, not giving up. He's not letting it off the loose. Hey, you know, I'm a pretty good driver myself. I'm going to stay right here with you. I'm going to take the inside line. You can stay outside if you like. I prefer the inside. I'm going to go down the front straightaway and fall back to second. That's what I do. Ingram running a good job. Looking good out there in the white and blue 51. First visit this year. Good to have him up here. Should be checkered flag coming up. Earl Ingram with the win. Heath Stewart close second. Rookie Smith. Robert Stewart third and fourth. All right, IMCA Southern Sport Mod. Heat race number 3. 8, Doug Ripple should be up on the pole. He'll have 75, Todd Roberts McAvoy right next to him. 23, Greg Atwood will be on the second row inside. 21T, Taylor Florio. High 5, Joseph Ponton. He was the main event winner here a couple of weeks ago. And 21S, Brandon Smith. Lights are out. Here we go, revving up the engine on the Southern Sport Miles. This is going to be a good one. Defending champion from 2 weeks ago. Fast runner of Taylor Florio and Todd Roberts McAvoy, always strong here at Cotton Bowl. This will wrap up the Sport Mods once this is done, and then we'll be on to the IMCA Modifieds. Real estate night at the races, man. We got over 100 real estate agents up here in the VIP booth and up out on the front patio, and they're just yakking and talking business and enjoying the races. A lot of them didn't even know the racetrack was here, and they're having a good time the past couple of years watching the races out here and the different kind of cars that we have. And man, we really thank JTL Appraisals for putting on real estate night at the races, and we thank all the real estate agents for coming out tonight. It's a good time. Plus, they're fed well. Todd Roberts McAvoy down the back straightaway. He's got a pretty good lead out there as he heads down into turn 3 and 4. Watch out for Greg Atwood in the 23. Looks like it's going to be a battle for third right now. Here comes the high 5 of Joseph Ponton. Ponton's going to go high in the high 5. Try to make that pass up into third. Looks like he's going to do it. Up in turn 1 and 2. Successful move. Moves up into the third spot. Pushes the 21T. Taylor Florio back 1. Watch out. Spin up. Turn 3. Right in the middle of the track. Come on now. Get out of the way. Giddy up, giddy up, giddy up, and yes, we stay green. That's good. That's good. Keep the show going. Todd Roberts McAvoy looking good. Taylor Florio. 2 to go this time by. 2 to go. Todd Roberts McAvoy. Looking strong out there. He drives a 75 out of Liberty Hill, Texas. Liberty Hill High School beating the Wagner T-Birds last night in the first week of high school football. Liberty Hill handling the Wagner Thunderbirds. And right now, Todd Roberts McAvoy is handling Cotton Bowl Speedway. Liberty Hill is going to have 2 wins this weekend right now. Football game and a heat race. Here they come. Nathan Lavender throws those checker flags up in the air. Todd Roberts McAvoy. Greg Atwood finishing up in second. IMCA Modifieds, one of the groups featured tonight here on the third night of the Summer Showdown Series. $750 for the winner and $75 to start the race tonight. A little bit of commentary here. $750 to win and only 9 cars here tonight. That's very disappointing. All right, rolled up green flag. We're ready to kick it into gear. 27S Mark Strong, 12D Matt DeWitt scheduled, 94B Brendan Kirby, 73D Jacob Horch, 86 Dylan Tyndall, 48R Raymond McSpadden, 163 Hardy Henderson, 94 Chris Morris, and JP Dowell in the 715. Lights are out. One heat race, 8 times around. Here we go. Well, one of the outside wall early up there in turn 1 and 2, but he's okay. Keeps on going. That was Mark Strong, who was supposed to start on the pole. Everybody moved up on that row, and that put Brenda Kirby up on the pole position in the 94. You see 2 94s out there, you tell them apart if this is your first time. Brenda Kirby has the pink tire covers, and Chris Morris will have the yellow tire covers. Or no tire covers. Chris Morris blew up his engine last night at Heart of Texas Speedway. Put out a mad announcement, hey, is anybody coming from the Abilene area that can bring me an engine? They did, they got it in, and they've been working all day to get that thing put together. But he's out here. Never fear, Chris Morris is here. Going pretty strong out there as these IMCA modifies presented by Magnum Trailers lead them around. 12D Matt DeWitt doing a great job out of Magnolia, Texas, holding his line, trying to separate himself. It's a 2-car breakaway. Poor Chris Morris had to bring that, have somebody bring that engine in from Abilene, and man, got no time on it. Dylan Tyndall sitting up there in second, hanging right there with DeWitt. Tyndall out of LaGrange, Texas. Here comes Tyndall down the back straightaway. Tyndall finds a little bit of an extra power, maybe some extra grip. He goes sliding by, and he grabs the lead with 1 lap to go. Dylan Tyndall. Raymond McSpadden doing a great job in the 48R, holding third. Strong and steady all the way through the race. This will be your checkered flag. IMCA modifies. Matt DeWitt.
Tech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts. Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce WinTech.tv, folks. You heard it right. WinTech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry. We're excited to be launching at $79.99 a year, folks. That's less than 22 cents a day. Can't get much cheaper than that. Right to your phone, all the tech information you need. Get it now, WinTech.tv. Lots of information will be loaded on the website. Every week we have a new tech tip be out there. There'll be
bigger races, more cameras, and more local racing. You're not going to want to miss this. We are ready to bring you the biggest racing season ever, only at raceontexas.com.
here pretty soon. And, you know, the top 3 places not only picking up money for winning the race. Out of it for making money when you're at the racetrack.
Hi, welcome to Day Motorsports. How can I help you?
We'll be back at it again 2 weeks here at
Thank you for keeping Day Motorsports in business for over 50 years.
Get some food and drink. See a few people in line. Also head down to the merchandise tent as you're heading towards the great suit right there. Merchandise you pick up. Go also towards the pot series.
Hey everybody, Winning Technologies Workshop is proud to announce WinTech.tv, folks. You heard it right. WinTech.tv have weekly tech tips, folks. That's 52 tech tips a year for manufacturers and experts in the motorsports industry. We're excited to be launching at $79.99 a year, folks. That's less than 22 cents a day. Can't get much cheaper than that. Right to your phone, all the tech information you need. Get it now, WinTech.tv. Lots of information will be loaded on the website. Every week we have a new tech tip be out there. There'll be manufacturer discounts for products and things to help your race program. So for less than 22 cents a day, folks, WinTech.tv is your source.
100. What?
2021. What a year. It was a year full of new things, new tracks, bigger broadcasts, and more in-depth coverage. We were grateful to be able to have given back $150,000 to local racetracks, and we got no plans of stopping now. 2022 is going to bring our biggest schedule ever. Bigger races, more cameras, and more local racing. You're not going to want to miss this. We are ready to bring you the biggest racing season ever, only at RaceOnTexas.com.